Okay, after that butchered introduction, now let's go over that was a roast. Polynomial question. Okay, rapid fire. Okay, to find the degree of a monomial, you just add up the exponents on the variables. So this one would be 11, this one would be 0. Let's go. The sum of this would be 14x to the 7th. When you add like terms, you add the coefficients, the terms stay the same. When you subtract, you would get this. When I add or subtract like this, I'm going to distribute that negative so I don't make a mistake with signs. A lot of you that I corrected early already, you missed this problem for that reason. 4w squared plus a negative 8w squared is negative 4w squared. Negative 7w plus a negative 2w is a negative 9w. Negative 6 plus 3 is negative 3. Okay, number 9, we're going to distribute the 2n and get 2n cubed plus 6n squared plus 8n. On 11, we are going to factor the polynomial, which means divide out the greatest common factor in this case, which would be 2x. And I'm left with x squared plus 2x plus 4. Can I factor this more?
No.
No, because my middle term would be 4 if it's 2 and 2, or it would be 5 if it's 1 and 4. So I can't break it down anymore. On this one, I'm going to divide out 5w to the third, and I'm going to be left with 5w to the third plus 7. If what's left, is there anything else I can divide out? No. So I factored completely. Okay, number 5. Number 5. Descending order just means the greatest power on the variable down to the lowest power, which would be the 6. The degree is the greatest of all of them separately, so that'd be 3. This one I'm going to add like terms and get negative 5x squared minus 8x plus 2. And this one will be a degree of 2. Here it's 4u cubed plus 6u squared minus 7u. And then 3 plus 6 is 9. I think Devin forgot that 9 there, right? Alright, number 10, you distribute and get negative 24p cubed plus 48p squared minus 16p. And this one, you would divide out a 9c cubed d squared and be left with 6d squared plus 1. Well, plus c. Plus 1c or just c.
I butchered that so badly.
Okay, because this has 4 c's, this has 3, so you'd have 1 left over. Okay.
I thought it was 63 C's.
Page 2. Page 2, number 14. I can see some of you missing this one. I personally would draw a picture. 10x by 10x. What's the area?
100x.
100x squared. Okay. What about this one?
Radius is 2x.
Radius is 2x. Okay. That's the area of a circle. Pi r squared. Pi r squared, right? So I actually have 100x squared minus 4x squared pi, which is c. Yeah. I mean, could I factor this? Yes, I could divide out a 4x squared, and I'm left with 25 minus pi, but that's not up there. So, okay, 17. I'm just going to use FOIL, 9x squared minus 15 and minus 21x gives me 9x squared minus 36x plus 35. This one's going to give me 6x squared. I'm going to get minus 18 plus 8 is minus 10, and then minus 24. Here, the pattern is first squared, last one squared, and then the middle, which would be 24xy cubed, doubled.
Wait, for 16x, would be 16x squared?
Yes, thank you. 22, j squared minus 49 because it's the sum and difference of squares. Notice the only difference is the sign, everything else is the same, so the middle terms will cancel.
Wait, What?
The middle terms will cancel out on that one because
No, it's funny. I forget what you do.
Oh, you just,
What's the
it's
rule?
like
it's the first one squared, the last one squared, and then it's this times 2.
Okay.
Or you can just FOIL it out. Okay, 15, 9h squared, minus 18 and minus 21 makes minus 39. H plus 42. This one will be negative 12h squared, minus 28 plus 6. I'm doing it in my head for sake of time. You should be writing it out on your paper.
Isn't it plus 56?
Minus 28 plus 6 would be minus 22, plus 14. Holler if I make a mistake. So I don't so fast.
no, you're good so far. That's what I got.
What?
You're a genius.
7 times 6 is 56.
7 times 6 is 42. Okay, moving on. If I distribute this, I'm going to get 12k cubed minus 16k squared minus 16k. And then I'm going to do the 5, and I'm going to have plus 15k squared minus 20k minus 20. And then I'm going to add like terms and get 12k cubed minus k squared minus 36k minus 20.
Oh my good lord.
Okay, this one, first one squared, 5 times 7m is 35m, doubled is 70m, plus 25. And then here, using FOIL, 49m to the 4th. And then since these are exactly the same, just the signs are different, it's just going to be minus 25. Sum and difference of squares. Okay, first one squared minus the last one squared. All right, almost there. What multiplies to be 77 and adds to be 11?
7 and 11.
Okay, 7 and 11.
7 and 11.
Has a nice ring to it. Maybe they should make his chain of stores and sell Scorpies. Next one, d plus 9, d plus 7, right? Multiplies to be 63, adds to be 16. What multiplies to be 90, adds to be negative 19? Good. They both have to be minus. To get a middle term that's negative and a last term that's positive. This one you're going to have positive and a negative. So how about plus 8 and minus 6?
Wait, it could be that way, right? So it's negative 16.
No, it's just the adding.
It could be negative d minus 6 times d plus 8, but you could have d minus 8.
No, I put d minus 6 first.
That doesn't matter. That's fine. This one would be d plus 4, d minus 3. This one would be, we are going to go x, what multiplies to be 24 adds to be negative 10, negative 6, and negative 4. But I'm going to leave a little space here and help you to recognize that you have to have the y here, right? Because you have a y squared there, y squared. Plus your middle term has xy. Okay, and this one is going to be, multiplies to be 40 adds to be negative 6, 4 and 10. The minus has to be bigger to give you a middle term that is negative, and this needs to be a y. Okay? And the bonus, first you can factor out an x and get x squared plus 7x minus 18. But we always want to factor completely, which we really didn't get into too much, but this can be broken down more. This is just x plus 9x minus 2. So that's factored completely. And those are the 3 dimensions. X plus 9, and x minus 2 would be the 3 dimensions of the box. But it's a cube, right? Or not a cube, but a rectangular prism. So if you think about this,
How do you expect us to get that right if we don't even know?
that's why it's a bonus, Lauren, because you do know.
I would never know the factors immediately.
Mr. Optima, the first page.
Okay, that concludes the going over the quiz test. Study this and practice lots of problems, and you'll do well on Monday.
Did I put it like that? I didn't.
I'm just, I don't, this is,
I didn't show my